I was thinking with the inclination video that we dropped last week that I have to work on discernment as well because not every inclination is from God. Not every voice, not every feeling, not every urge, not every thought is of God or good.
Sometimes you have different desires.
Yeah. Especially if you're not aligned with God, your urges could be very wild.
Become from hunger, gluttony, lustful.
Pride, all the seven deadly sins. But discernment, I've been working on it. My discernment's not that good. Maybe when I'm high as hell, my discernment hits.
I know for some people that's definitely the case.
But it's not really, but even that's more so a joke. It's really because I don't ask God for help. I'm trying to rely on me the whole time when there's God involved, you know? You could just ask God the question. Give God the burden. He's got our souls.
I know I was definitely struggling with that earlier. I'm glad you brought up the idea of discernment, because coming from inclinations and then using that throughout the week, I'm glad we're taking these times to like ponder on like the lessons that we get and take a week to understand them and come back to talk about them more. Because I was struggling. I wouldn't say struggling, but I was trying to like figure out, do I listen to the inclinations completely or do I leave it alone? Because some of the inclinations were questionable. Because it's like, do I need to sleep longer today? I could get up right now. I mean, I know this initial inclination that I'm feeling at the moment, it's telling me to sleep in for a minute, but I could get up and like start cleaning, which is one of the reasons why it took me so long to start cleaning my room, wash my hair, do everything that I needed to do, because I wasn't using discernment of like where this feeling was coming from. You know what I mean?
For example, I know exactly what you mean. For example, Friday, before my fight at the Drop Rodriguez Boxing Academy, Somerville, South Carolina, before the drop, I was hungry that morning. Instead of eating, I asked God, especially because I knew I had to cut weight soon, because I needed to lose like 3-4 pounds in one day. So I asked God, should I eat something? Obviously, if I did eat, it wouldn't have been anything too large or too much, but it would have been a small meal. But instead of eating, I asked God, or asked my subconscious, or asked my thoughts, or I spoke the thought into my brain and it responded. Whatever you want to believe. I personally believe God, Jesus, but to each their own. But I asked my body, my God, whatnot, my temple, should I eat? I interpreted the inclination of should I eat? I interpreted the inclination of my stomach rumbling and feeling a little bit of that pain, you know, when you're hungry.
Yeah.
And I interpreted that as that I was hungry. But instead of eating, I asked God, should I eat? And God responded, burn some fat. Whatever God gave me, it was probably like burn some fat. I was like, cool. So now this pain, this feeling I'm feeling, isn't that I'm hungry. It's that I'm burning fat. So I transformed my urge, transformed my inclination into a thing that serves me instead of something that I need to fix. Not every urge is an urge to go conquer, or an urge to go do. Sometimes the inclination is because there's something already happening.
Expound on like something already happening.
Like if you have an inclination, if you have an urge while working out of that it's a little painful, that doesn't necessarily mean stop. It could if the pain is too severe, But you have to listen to your body, listen to God, and keep working out because you're trying to build the muscle. Time on attention and whatnot, you know? So instead of stopping when I felt pain and an urge and inclination, I asked God, and He told me that it's okay. You're burning fat right now. Chill. So instead of eating, I didn't eat or drink water that whole day. I dry fasted. I drink water in the morning, then no food that whole day, and I dry fasted. And then in the evening, when the blessings came, I did eat a little bit. Once I was on weight, I came back, checked my weight. I was below 178 where I fought at last night. And I was good, so I ate some food that I bought from the gas station that I felt led to eat. I ate some pistachios, some chips, a Flash IV, whatnot. But that's what I've been learning. Ask God. Don't solely rely on oneself. It's the Holy Trinity for a reason, you know? It's a triangle for a reason. There's backbones, there's structure, there's support.
Because you can't do it by yourself. Because I don't even think we were meant to be by ourselves, meant to be alone within this process. That's probably why God created the universe and created man in his image, or created them not to have like all the powers and all like the abilities that he has, because that's a lonely process, giving us free will to make those decisions, but not keeping us by ourselves. Human beings, no human being can live and operate by themselves. They have to have different human beings to see like different perspectives.
And they die if they're by themselves for too long.
Exactly. And the Holy Trinity, the mind, body, and soul, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they all, it's not just the Father, it's not just only the Son, it's not just only the Holy Ghost. All three of the parts need each other. You need community. You need community in all aspects to get a different perspective, because if you're only coming from one perspective, then you're damn near blind.
And a triangle is the strongest structure known to man. So why aren't we adhering to it? We've been building community like a mug. I got community at the boxing gym. Community in this house where we got like 5 boxes in it. Community at my church group. They even came to my fight. And all of it came from expression.
Community with all of our families too.
We've been communicating our families and even our relationships. So I was on the phone Moon was on the phone with his girl, and I was just there talking, expressing myself authentically, instead of thinking I need to hide something from his girl. But his girl is an extension of him, and he is an extension of his girl.
Yeah.
We're all family. If you want one family member, one brother, one twin, as Derek likes to say it, his family is my family at the end of the day. At least that's how you need to act if you want to be close with one another and be authentic. Next week's episode, we'll talk about how you need to be authentic, how you need to be genuine, how you need to be expressive. But that'll be it for today. Here, give him a little shadow box. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, okay.